AASHTO R100 and ASTM C31, making and curing concrete test specimens in the field for strength testing. This video demonstrates the procedure for making a 4x8 cylinder. For this procedure, you will need a wheelbarrow, a cylindrical mold measuring 4 inches in diameter by 8 inches in height with a lid, a mallet, a scoop, a trowel, and a tamping rod or vibrator. Before making your cylinders, conduct slump, temperature, and air tests. Wet sieve using a 2-inch sieve if the nominal maximum aggregate size is greater than 2 inches, and select your method of consolidation. For concrete with a slump greater than or equal to 1 inch, you can either rod or vibrate the sample. If the slump is less than 1 inch, you have to vibrate the sample. Begin molding the specimens on a level, rigid, horizontal surface, free from vibration and other disturbances. Place the first layer to approximately half the depth of the mold. Uniformly distribute the concrete within each layer to minimize segregation. Use the tamping rod to rod the first layer to the bottom of the mold 25 times evenly distributed over the cross-section. Lightly tap the sides of the mold 10 to 15 times with the rubber mallet or an open hand to close any voids and remove large air bubbles that may have been trapped while rodding. Place the second layer with enough material to leave the mold slightly overfilled after consolidation. Rod the final layer with 25 evenly distributed strokes, penetrating the underlying layer about 1 inch with each stroke before repeating the tapping procedure. If you were to consolidate by vibration for the 4-inch mold, use a single insertion for each layer at the center of the mold cross-section. Insert and withdraw the vibrator slowly through the full depth of the layer, but do not allow it to rest against the sides or the bottom of the mold. The tapping process is the same for both using a tamping rod and a vibrator. After consolidating the final layer, strike off the excess material with the tamping rod or another suitable tool. Finish the surface just enough to leave a flat, level surface with no dips or bumps. If the top surface is disturbed during movement to the place of initial storage, refinish the surface. After making your cylinders, move the specimens to their initial curing location. This location must meet the curing requirements in the standard. Then, leave it for up to 48 hours in temperatures between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. For a PSI of 6,000 and greater, use a temperature range of 68 degrees Fahrenheit to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure to record the maximum and minimum storage temperatures they experience. These specimens should not be transported until at least 8 hours after their final set. Procedures to maintain specified temperature and moisture conditions include heating and cooling devices, water, ice, damp sand, and wet burlap. For field-cured specimens, store the specimens in a place as close as practically possible and with the same temperature and moisture environment to the concrete that they are representing. Consider the job site's practices when selecting a storage location, as workers or equipment can unintentionally damage the specimen. Specimens may then be transported after the initial curing period. During transportation, protect the specimens with suitable cushioning to prevent damage from jarring. During cold weather, protect the specimens from freezing with suitable insulation. Prevent moisture loss during transportation by wrapping the test specimens in plastic or wet burlap, by surrounding them with damp sand, or with tight-fitting plastic caps on the plastic molds. Transportation time shall not exceed 4 hours.